this morning. You thought I wouldn't be.
I was going to tell you that you actually stayed longer than Tess, Fred's 8-year-old daughter. Yes.
Was she left? With Fred?
Yeah.
During the first encore.
Oh, okay.
I figured we'd get up before the big crush.
I didn't know exactly where you were, but I'll tell you what, Robin. I knew you were watching me, and I said, I'm not leaving. I don't want Robin to see me.
I kept an eye on you.
Am I tired? You're not tired? How do you do it? I thought of you first thing this morning. I was like, Robin's probably like cheery. I'm not. I'm very tired. I didn't get enough sleep. I'm just hung up on sleep. I think it's neurotic.
It's a psychological thing with you.
Yeah, and you don't teach me how to do this, and I'm a mess.
Well, I don't stress.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't put rules on myself. Like, there must be this many hours of sleep, or it's not going to be a good day.
All right. Let me repeat that mantra. I don't need that many hours of sleep, and I'm not stressed about it, and it's going to be a good day.
I'm awake while I'm awake.
Right. You don't even fall for that sleeping or eating stuff. That's what I admire about you most. You're like, I'm going to go to Thailand and not eat for a couple of days. And I'm like, shit, I'd be bumming out. Then you go, I'm not going to sleep for a few days. Okay. All right. That's all right.
Sleep when you can. Life is short.
Maybe you're right. I tell you, it actually gets me through the day now. Because I woke up and I said, I'm embarrassed like a pussy in front of you. Complain about my sleeping. There was a couple of things I was thinking about yesterday after the show, like how, maybe Benji's really good looking and I'm missing it because he had me convinced that he's good looking.
Guys have an exaggerated
sense of self.
Opinion of themselves.
Yeah, not Benji, though. He gets a lot of women.
No. It has nothing. He gets the women because of his confidence.
I see. Yeah, I was thinking about him. He said, take a look at me. I'm really good looking.
Women find confidence attractive.
And all day I was going around. I was talking to different people who shall remain nameless, and they were like, no, Benji's not good looking. Look at him. Skin's blotchy.
Benji shouldn't even be that confident.
Right. Yeah, and I was like, well, no, Benji, I think, has me convinced he's really good looking. It's unreal. Well, anyway.
He should be on People Magazine's Sexiest Man cover.
I don't know about Fred. I'm sure he was happy to be able to bring his daughter to Paul McCartney.
And she had a thrill. It was nothing better than seeing your kids singing along to Hey Jude. It was just awesome.
Well, yeah, that's how it was for me. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I was kind of preoccupied because I was there with my daughter and her friend. And, I wanted the evening to go nicely for her with this Paul McCartney because she's such a big Beatles fan. Mm-hmm. And that's what it was all about for me. I mean, I love Paul, and wasn't that a fabulous concert?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Fabulous, right?
Just so much fun. It couldn't have been better.
No.
Couldn't have been better.
And they packed the place, not only with people who are subscribers, but it seemed very important to get a lot of celebrities in there.
Apparently, it was important for it to be star-studded.
Yeah. I'm not sure why.
I really would like to know.
But I did see a lot of celebrities there.
Yeah.
I told you, Jared had come up to me and said, if there is a meet and greet, whatever the fuck they call that now, meet and greet with Paul McCartney, I'm going to try and get you and your daughter in. So I told him I don't want to go because I said I have my wife and her friend. And I can't leave them sitting there to take my daughter backstage. And quite frankly, I don't know about you. We've met Paul, and it's great. But when I'm backstage,
it's not a fun time.
It's not a fun time, and I feel this terrible pressure that the person performing, no matter who it is,
you're just bothering them.
Right.
Yeah, I really feel it's a mandatory thing for them, and they they're going through the motions. So anyway, when I got there, Jared was nice enough to say to me, I want to take you and your daughter and your wife and her friend backstage. So now I'm calculating. I go, I just want to sit in my chair because I'm tired. It was a long day. I don't know about you. I went for a run during the day, and I was beat. And I said, okay, because my daughter, it would be a great thing for her to meet Paul McCartney. I'm sure a thrill. And what the hell? I want to come through as a dad. I have such, anxiety about being a dad and trying to make sure things go well in life and right. And I'm probably a horrible dad because, I'll be honest with you. I really try hard to be good, but I seem to do everything wrong. I don't say the right things. I'm sure I'm a disappointment.
But, your children are going to be more. They're going to remember. Sure, they'll remember meeting Paul McCartney.
Sure.
And my dad took me to meet Paul McCartney.
Right.
But that's not why they're going to think you're a good dad.
Right. That's exactly right, Rob. But
you're going to use the Paul McCartney
I'm going to do the Paul McCartney thing.
You're not a good dad.
I want to be like, hey, you know what? I brought you to Paul McCartney. Anyway, so I'm very hung up on being. I have. I can be critical of my parents as you can be critical of yours, and
rightly so.
Yeah. Well, you got.
They never took me to meet anybody.
You're not. Well, the people they took you to meet, you don't want to meet. Nobody wants to meet them. But all right, look, you came through. You survived. You didn't hang yourself with a dog leash. That's considered a success.
You know what? I got to give them credit. They
Yeah.
never made me want to hang myself with a dog leash.
Right. Which is a miracle, right? When you think about your life.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, I was talking to someone yesterday about that. He said, when you measure success in life, never measure it compared to, Paul McCartney or Keith Richards. Measure it from where you came from.
Right.
And I said, I said, that's kind of what I do. I was so happy to have a job.
Yeah.
That to me, that was success because where I lived, it was such a shithole. So it was like, wow, this is great. Look at me. If you measure success from where you came from, Fred, you're very successful.
I'm fucking Trump.
Right. Yeah. As my buddy said. Anyway, so Jared walks over to me very nicely and said, or I think it was Ross, one of the two guys, and they said, okay, let's go back and do the meet and greet.
Uh-huh.
I said, thank you. All right. Well, you're walking through the crowd, and I see my friend Richie Notar. Where you going? I wanted to say,
you on the QT?
You want to come with us, but it's such a thing. It's so private, secret. And you're walking back there at the Apollo
It was
Theater.
almost like a Pope kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
think
I
Pope's
saw
easier.
people being ushered in and out.
Well, in no way would I have gone if I wasn't with my daughter, because I know that this is a pain in the ass for Paul McCartney. The guy's, 70 years old or...
Close to it.
Ben Stiller told me Paul was 70, so I was like, wow, I can't believe he's 70. But
He's
I read in the paper...
67 or 68.
He's 68.
Yeah, 68.
He's 68. Did you see Ben Stiller?
Yes, I did. I said hello to him.
Yeah, me too. I like that guy.
Good guy.
Yeah. He comes in there, he's singing along and everything. Not be a douchebag. So I go backstage with Ashley and Ashley's friend and Beth. And now we're in a room. And there were several people there, I think from the board of directors of Sirius.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what someone told me. They're from the board of directors. I never met these people, but they're in the board of directors. All right. And Chris Rock comes marching in.
I saw Chris.
Right. All right.
As he was being ushered out.
Yeah, he was marched in there, too.
Yeah.
So I go, hey, Chris, how you doing? And he's looking me over. I go, Chris, be prepared for more history of Howard Stern. I don't like history of Howard Stern. I go, listen, what the fuck is wrong with you saying something like that? My fans like history of Howard Stern. I don't like it. I like the real show, I go, well, we can't be there all the fucking time. Just like you, Chris.
You disappear. We don't see you every day.
Yeah, I can't be there every day. Got to have a life, too. So, anyway, now I'm thinking, Ashley really wanted an autograph of Paul McCartney. So now it becomes my obsession that I'm going to ask him, and I feel terrible because
About
I've
asking that.
I've never done that in my life, Robin. I don't believe that a piece of paper signed by somebody is anything. But it was important to her.
Unless it's a check.
So now I'm like, exactly. And now it's like, oh, man, I got to ask. Well, so Paul comes in the room. Hello, hello. I go, hey, Paul. All of a sudden, I figure I better speak up because I got one opportunity.
Right.
And now I'm the autograph seeker. And I feel, you know what? I'm a pretty successful guy, pretty famous guy. I'm about to ask this guy. I'd only do this for my daughter. I grab a pen from one of the board of directors. That's a whole fucking scene. I go, Paul, can I bother you for my daughter? I asked him to sign the ticket. I didn't have a piece of paper even.
Right.
I just had the ticket to get into the concert. He goes, yes. Of course, we'll do all that. But let me take these pictures here. He blew me off. He didn't want to sign the thing.
He never signed it?
He didn't sign. I was so embarrassed. Chris Rock looks at me. This fucking idiot. You know, he starts rolling his eyes like I just committed a huge faux pas. I go, was that bad? I mean, did I just get fucking dissed? He's rolling his eyes. You know, Paul was busy taking pictures with people. I understood. But all right, I wasn't feeling that bad about it. But when Rock starts fucking rolling his eyes.
You know, though, he's going to polish it and make it worse than it is.
Then I turned to Beth. I go, was that bad? She starts like,
Yikes. Then it was bad.
Oh, shit. Oh, I wanted to die. Because I don't want to be that guy being a douchebag.
Right. Did he come over to say hello?
Said hello quickly. And they did. They brought me and Beth and Ashley and her friend over to take a picture. So there was a picture tag. I don't know if I'll ever see it. But I'm assuming they take these pictures so they can send them to the person.
Right.
So but I felt bad the whole concert. Like I was just like, I shouldn't have bothered the guy. And so Ashley said to me afterwards, Dad, would you be upset if you were backstage and someone asked you for an autograph with their kid? And I go, no, I really wouldn't.
Right.
I get it. You know, when your kid's standing there and it's important to the kid.
Right.
But I should have thought about Ringo when he said, peace and love, peace and love. There'll be no more
autographs.
No more autographs. I think Paul's on the no more autograph shtick.
Maybe. Paul just lets Ringo say it. He doesn't put it out there.
Because I was kind of handled, you know? And I was handled. I was handled. And I just felt bad.
I guess, like I thought Fred and I were embarrassed and humiliated last night. I guess yours was worse.
How were you embarrassed? What happened to you?
Oh, man.
Well, they were ushering all those people back there. And then all of a sudden, Tim Sabian comes along. Fred and I are perfectly happy.
Yeah,
we're sitting in our
fine.
row.
We're conversing with everyone. We're hanging.
We're having a good time.
What do you do?
All of a sudden, Tim Sabian comes over and he says, Fred, Robin, come here. And the next thing you know, he's pushing us into that area where they were ushering everybody in.
Don't go.
It's like we were being marched into a death camp.
Yeah. So now we're being herded and, maneuvered.
You were happy.
And shoved and pushed and prodded. And we get right to
the brink.
Scott Greenstein.
Yeah.
He was the keeper of the
looks
gate.
at us, and all of a sudden a whispering campaign starts.
They're unclean.
And the next thing I know, Jared turns to me and he says, I'm going to help you to your seat.
Oh, my God.
Do you know where you're sitting? I was like, why am I here? And I turn around and
You feel like a douche.
Tim Sabian is nowhere to be found.
All right.
He ran and left us there. I was like, why am I being humiliated?
There's
like
only
this?
one thing worse than that humiliation. Getting in the room and then being humiliated. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's bad.
No, that is bad.
Yeah, there was
bother
no
anyone.
reason for that.
Scott didn't think you were worthy, huh?
Obviously not. I was like, whoa,
Was
what
his
did
big
we
night.
just do?
It was his big night to be King Tut.
Oh, yeah. He was Caesar.
And then,
Thumbs up,
it's
thumbs
like,
down.
oh no, and Ross and Jared have to handle Fred and me.
They didn't have to worry about that. I mean, it's completely
It was
understandable.
embarrassing for us. We didn't ask to be there. We weren't trying to barge in.
Of course that's embarrassing.
What are you going to do?
Believe me, I wish they would have whispered and rejected me. Oh, my God. There was no...
Don't pull the autograph,
Oh,
Gambit.
because you're bothering the guy. You didn't even want to go in there, right?
No, we were at our seats. We weren't asking anybody for anything. He came and dragged us down there.
And then Scott whispered and rejected you.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
After
it's like going to Studio 54 with your friends and you don't even want to be there and then they reject you.
No, not good enough. Next.
Yeah. There was a lot of, tense moments there because everyone was nervous. This was a big night for Sirius, but you know what? They're only making it tense on themselves if they invite people and then tell them to leave.
Right. I was like, why am I here being rejected? I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, you were happy.
Yeah.
It's like being invited to dinner and saying, no more food for you.
Right.
Did that stay with you the whole concert?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's still with me today. I'm like, why was I put in that position?
Wow. I'm not sure who got it worse last night.
And then I start looking around. Now I'm evaluating my seat. I'm evaluating everything.
Right. All of a sudden you're thinking.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, where's Cousin Brucey sitting? Oh, he's up there.
Right. Yeah, like a pecking order. Wow.
I'm like, why is Ben Stiller sitting there.
Right.
He's not a member of Sirius.
You know, I was doing the same thing. I go, you know what? I was thinking about all the people who I know who wanted to be there, who work here every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, why is it important that Keith Richards' daughter is two rows in front of me? Like, why is she... I was doing the same thing. I go, not that I care where I sat, because in that room there wasn't a bad seat.
No, there
that was
isn't
an awesome-
really.
But I was thinking about all the, like, you know, Sal and Richard who work here every day, or Jason and Will, or somebody, you know, it's people like that, people who work every day here. And I was like, well, why is it important that, like, who can I think of? I wasn't even thinking Ben Stiller because he does our show, and I was glad about that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I was thinking, like, why?
But George Wallace was in the...
George Wallace was with Jerry Seinfeld, and did you know that he was with Jerry Seinfeld?
Yes, I did.
I so don't want to look and see someone catch me looking at them. That here's who I heard was there and I didn't see. I did see Chris Rock because I saw him backstage.
Yeah.
I saw Alec Baldwin. He was in front of me.
I didn't see Alec Baldwin.
I saw Matt Damon.
Oh, wow.
He was in front of me. And I was like, well, why is he here?
Yeah, he
like,
doesn't... What does he do for us?
I don't know. It was weird, right?
Yeah.
I had the same feeling. I was just like, well, I'm thinking about all the people, you know, like, are they subscribers? You know, what do I know?
I doubt it.
I guess it was important to make it like a star-studded evening, but...
Yeah, I know everybody was excited looking around the room to see who was there.
That adds to the glamour of the evening, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had your reaction. I was kind of like, you know, I'd rather see Jason and Will there.
Yeah, I was like, and they got better seats than me.
Yeah.
And now I was rejected from Paul McCartney.
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards, Ron Wood.
Yeah, they've seen Paul McCartney enough.
They can see him anytime.
Yeah, they weren't overly friendly. Jimmy Fallon was here's
Jimmy Fallon,
I didn't see
was
him
there. I never saw him, but I heard he was in the room.
So anyway, the McCartney concert was really good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Got to say thank you to Sir Paul. He rocks.
Yeah, I tell you, that was something. It was very small venue, and
That's the perfect place to see him. I saw him at the Garden. You don't
Right.
get half the stuff that goes on when you see him in a small place.
We
like
even
that.
saw him at Radio City Music Hall, and it was better than that.
so why do you think Rob and Fred were brought back and then like rejected by
See,
Scott?
I'm sitting around going, how come I wasn't asked to go back to be rejected?
See, you were rejected from being rejected.
Yeah.
You
How
were
come I wasn't in
rejected.
that?
You didn't even get up to the
didn't
part
even
where
get
you
to
get to be
rejection
brought
You
back.
were
I'm really
rejected before
yeah.
you knew it.
Yeah, but
I
really,
guess I've arrived.
why them and not me?
Yeah.
I have to tell you, there was a great moment in the show last night.
Why them and not me? Yeah.
I was sitting 2 seats away from Robin. Paul goes into the opening part of Maybe I'm Amazed. Robin made a noise.
Oh, God.
Robin just went, oh. It was
Probably exhausted.
No, it was.
No, it was ecstasy.
It was. I heard Robin orgasm.
Yeah.
Was she sitting on her foot?
No, but I mean, it was so real. It was just. It was great. It was like Robin was a kid at a concert.
Yeah, I loved it too. I had that feeling too.
Oh, there were some, he hit a couple of songs, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I just love these songs.
Yeah, sound was really good. And I know we were broadcasting it on Howard 101 because when I left the concert, I missed the last song, but I turned on the radio real quick and I got to catch Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
How did it sound?
It
on the
sounded
radio?
really good on
Yeah.
the radio. They did a good job.
And he sounded, I was like, how could they mess this up on Saturday Night Live? He's so good.
They messed it up on Saturday Night Live. I was talking to somebody who was actually at Saturday Night Live, and he said to me that McCartney sounded amazing in the studio, but when they put it out over the air, it didn't sound good.
Right.
Let me see. I got nervous about having to pee.
Oh, really?
Here's what happened. I took the kids out, out to dinner beforehand, and I was hitting the wine and drinking water, and I went, what am I doing? What an asshole I am, because I'm going to have to pee.
Now you got to pee.
And I have a problem peeing in public or in any kind of group situation. So before I left the restaurant, I said, I'm going to pee. I go in the restaurant, and when I get up to go to the restaurant, a lot of people do follow me into the bathroom. They like to get a hold of me in there.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty much standard. As soon as I stand up, I can see a line forming. And I have enough problems peeing. So I get in, and I'm like, thank God there's a stall. I never go to the urinal. I know that's going to be a disaster. Nothing's going to come out of me. I don't care how bad I got to pee. People, I just think people are looking at my penis, and I don't want it. I've been like that since I was a kid. I can't pee at a urinal.
It's called pee shy.
Yeah, I am pee shy. If my penis was really big, if I had a big schlong I could stick out, I don't think I'd be pee
You'd
shy.
just be peeing on people.
Yeah, I think it's because my penis is small. That's what it is. I'm being honest. It's my penis size. I know that's what it is because it looks like a button. It looks like a Bosco cap. Do you remember Bosco, the chocolatey syrup that you'd buy?
It was the one that pulled up?
Yeah, and remember it had like a round. The only reason I remember this is because I said that looks like my penis. Look up the Bosco on the internet, Bosco, and look at the top part of it. That's what my penis looks like. It looks like a little shroom. It's not impressive, and I don't want men like you know how guys. I see these guys. They look over in the urinal. They start talking to you. Of course, they're looking at your dick. I don't care what anybody says. Everyone's always comparing size. I don't do that. I don't look at anybody's dick when I'm peeing.
You must.
I
because
don't.
You know you compare so poorly.
I know I would compare if I had a big one. I know I'm not going to win any contest. So whatever I am, I'm pee shy. So I get right in the stall. Now, I'm at the restaurant, and I'm standing there, and nothing's coming out, and I'm pushing and pushing. I want to pee. So then I start thinking, people are looking at me. But I'm in a stall. How are they looking at me? I go, I know if I talk to myself, I sometimes get relaxed and I'll pee. And I have to pee before I go to the concert, or else I'm going to be a disaster. So I start having a conversation with myself. Oh, and quietly, so no one will hear. Hey, I can't believe it. And sometimes I talk to myself about the band Cream, Ginger Baker, Jack Bruce, and don't ask me why, Eric Clapton. I have this thing where I talk about Disraeli gears and the cover and all that, and I get relaxed and I pee. So I peed at the restaurant. I was like so fucking happy. I go, now maybe when I get to the concert, it'll be 2 hours long, and I'll get out of there and I'll pee when I get home. Just don't drink any more water when you get back to the table. So I settle up the check, get out, get over to the Harlem, the Apollo Theater, and I'm there and I'm standing around. I do that whole meet and greet thing where, Paul basically handled me and didn't sign the piece of paper, and I'm fucking humiliated. It was a night of humiliation. I'm humiliated. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how humiliated I am. And you know what? I might have been more humiliated than you were, but I'm not sure. If I saw Scott Greenstein whispering, and that's pretty humiliating. But
that's pretty bad.
But it's Scott. When it's Paul McCartney handling you, it's really fucking embarrassing.
Well,
and Chris
that's
Rock
why I'm
laughing at you.
saying that you probably got it worse.
I don't know.
Because yours, only Fred and I and Jared and
we're a witness.
Ross were witness to our humiliation.
No, this
Paul's
was
hero.
my wife and my kid and worst of all, Chris Rock standing there.
Not even Fred's daughter saw this awful thing that happened to us.
Yeah, I felt really embarrassed. I really did. I truly did.
Oh, but, I'm sure we did too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm not sure who won that contest.
And I looked at Tim Sabian as I was walking out. He was all the way back up the aisle, laughing and talking with somebody else. He didn't even care that we had been humiliated.
Nah.
He kept going around saying it was the greatest night of his life.
Right. Well, you know what? He's very positive.
And I said, last guy who said that was Lou Gehrig, being the luckiest man in the world.
Right. I'm sure he had good intentions, but you got to think that shit through.
Right.
Yeah, and don't abandon us. Don't make it look like I was trying to sneak in and get a chance to see Paul McCartney.
Well, he didn't want to be humiliated. Why does he need that? Yeah. He knows he's going to be rejected. Well, anyway. Yeah, don't you hate when you marched around and you know it's going to lead to bad stuff?
I had no idea why he was doing this. I didn't even know where he was taking us.
So anyway, so I peed, and then after the whole fiasco with trying to get the autograph from my daughter, I'm sitting there, and Ross says, "You got to go to the bathroom?" I said, "Yeah." I'm thinking, "Oh, this is good." He goes, "If we go up a couple of stairs, I think I know where there's a private bathroom." I go, "Perfect. If it's private, I could pee. If I have to go in a group situation down here," and I was thinking the whole time on the car ride over, I was like, I think I have to pee again. I have to pee again, but I just peed, but I have to pee again. I get crazy with this peeing. It's been ever since I'm a little boy. When my parents would take me to Radio City Music Hall, I knew I wouldn't be able to pee in a public bathroom, and I would just be filled with grief.
So this is part of your anxiety about concerts and everything else. You don't know if you'll be able to sit through it without peeing.
Yeah, I even said to Beth, I wish we were just home watching TV. She goes, don't confess that to anybody. I go, I know this is a great night, but all I can think about is peeing. And you know what? Really, I shouldn't have been there. You know, after the humiliation, it was all downhill for me. So when Ross said there was an opportunity to pee, I go, okay. Well, you know that whole march you got to do through the crowd. I get out through the crowd. Now we're waiting at an elevator for 5-10 minutes. I go, we're going to miss the concert because I knew the concert had to start on time.
This is before the concert?
Yeah.
You know, I was looking around for you, and I was like, where is he?
Yeah, that's where I was.
Okay.
That's where I was trying to find this bathroom because I go, this will be great. I'll be completely free of pee.
Yeah, because I saw Beth talking to people.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was like, where is he?
I thought there was a bathroom close by. All right. But if you go to the bathroom downstairs, you're with everybody.
Right.
So, all right. They start to wait for this elevator. Now it's 5-10 minutes. I go, I don't think this elevator's coming. Couldn't we walk the stairs? How many floors could there be?
Right.
They go, oh, it's 2 floors up. I go, come on. So this nice woman, Ross and myself, we're all running, you know, up these stairs. Then we hit a locked door.
Oh.
Now I'm like, why did I start this? Why? Why me? So we hit a locked door. This nice woman goes, wait here. I'll get the door unlocked. I'm waiting. She's running around. The poor woman's running up and down steps, trying to get a key, finally get the door unlocked. We get up to the bathroom. And you know those kids from Harlem who are like a choir? I guess they were either in the bathroom or somebody. There's a private bathroom, but somebody's in there. They start banging on the door saying, Howard Stern's here. He needs the bathroom. I go, no.
Get out.
I can wait. So finally, they clear out that bathroom. I get in there. No pee. I hear all the people outside the door talking. I can't pee. I don't have to pee. I didn't have to pee at all. I'd empty out at the restaurant. Got down. The concert had already started. I was so bummed. I missed the entrance. I don't even know how they came out on the stage. Did they just walk out?
Yeah, they just walked out.
I can imagine it. I missed it. And I went, why am I so hung up on having to pee? I should wear a diaper.
And you didn't even have to pee.
No, nothing. I stood in there for 5. I said, you have to stand here and pee. You went through all this trouble to get here. You pee. And I'm now standing. I can hear people out there. What's he doing in there? What's he doing? A gram of Coke? What's he doing? And this is what's going on with the peeing routine with me. All because I have a small penis. Fuck. If I had 3 more inches, none of this would be going on. I don't know. I'm so neurotic. And then I ran downstairs, got downstairs. I missed the opening of the concert. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mary Ann from Brooklyn, go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, my God, Howard, it was more than fun. In my own little living room, I had my own party. I was thinking of 7 years old in my grandmother's house in Bensonhurst, and I had a lump in my throat and tears in my eyes, and we all communicated, Howard, through Facebook, and we all listened to the show, and it was fabulous.
Yeah, they did a nice job with it, and congratulations to Sirius on their 20 millionth subscriber. Good for them.
I left Scott Greenstein a voicemail last night, and I also sang in Gary's voicemail, because, Howard, it brought me back. It gave me such joy just to be home in my own house listening to that, and I stuffed 2 Edam's cheese buns while I was waiting during Mr. Skin because I was having an anxiety attack.
Right.
Howard, it was great.
I don't know what she's talking about. Paul, I zoned out. Do you have any idea what she said?
Something about cheese balls and Mr. Skin. I don't know.
Paul, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard, Robin, Fred, everybody. I wanted to call about you feeling bad about the autograph. I think that's terrible.
I didn't want to bother the guy who was going on with the show. I felt fun. I would never do that.
You think it was terrible if I were to ask?
Yeah.
No, I think it's terrible. Paul's reaction. I'm a huge Beatles fan, huge Paul McCartney fan, but
Paul couldn't get away from that pen fast enough, Robin. It was like
It was like the pen had.
It was like I had AIDS.
And that was a crucifix.
Staph infection that eats your skin.
Yeah. Oh, he couldn't get away from that. I go, could you just scribble your name here on this ticket?
What is
and
that?
Then it was like the Zapruder film. Like he moved away, he handled me, and he went, yes, we'll get to that, of course, but let me just take these pictures over here. And I was just like, that's what I do. Boom, just fucking shoot me. And then Chris Rock's laughing at me. He's like, oh man, that was bad.
It's worse to do it in front of Chris Rock because he
You're
loves
never gonna hear the end of it.
that kind of stuff.
I was just like, was it that bad? He goes, oh yeah, it was bad.
He probably didn't hear any music. He was still laughing at that.
And I go, hey, Chris, by the way, how's your miserable life? Where's your kids? How come you're not with them?
I think it's bad when anybody acts that way. But
no, he was. Listen, I swear to you, I love Paul, and you can do no wrong. I understood. I've been in this situation, but I think I don't think he liked signing autographs, and I was the putz who, was
You
backstage
were the
annoying
one
him.
person.
But I don't care. You know what? I did it for my daughter, and I felt like I was a good person.
And that's what made me compelled to call. I'm a huge fan. I haven't actually ever called before, but I have a daughter as well, and that story just made me think that I felt bad for you, really, and I don't think you should have done that. No matter who it is, no Paul McCartney.
Well, no, don't hold it against him. You know what? It might have even been like he had every intention of signing it. I'm going to say this in a positive way, and then he got caught up in taking pictures. But between you and me, I was definitely handled. Oh my God! And I just wanted to kill myself. I really did. I wanted to crawl into a hole and die.
I know you said you never do that to people, but keep that in mind.
I don't want autographs from people. Robin, you know that.
I know. No, I never have seen you ask for an autograph.
Right. All right. Thank you, Paul.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Look, I know I'm not Paul McCartney, but I've accomplished a few things in life, and I was kind of embarrassed. But maybe it was good for my kid to see that, I can't get everything I want either.
Right.
Because I think sometimes my kids think I can get whatever I want because of my fame or whatever, and I can't. I can't even pee.
You suffer rejection, too.
Right, we all do. I just don't suffer it well.
I don't think any of us do.
No. At least you can pee.
Well, I don't have that issue.
Oh.
But I hate to be set up for rejection that I wasn't planning to get. I had no issues. I didn't want anything.
Man, that is weird. Not good.
No. I'm having a great time. I would have gone through that entire night just having had a good time.
Right.
Like I said, now I was on a search. Who's sitting? Where is he sitting? Oh, he's sitting up there? And he got to meet Paul?
Right. Tim.
There he is.
Bad form, dude.
Well, no, here's what happened. They were doing a live broadcast.
I do. Yeah.
They were doing a live
Here's the mea
broadcast,
culpa.
and I thought that, let's see if we can get Robin and Fred on the air with them. And then so I walk in with them, I get thrown out, and then Robin and Fred turn around, they get thrown out. So I thought maybe that, if I had them there, I could get them on the air, on the live broadcast,
where?
on the pre-show.
Evidently, I guess it was a pre-show.
Yeah, and so it didn't work out that way. So I apologize profusely
Like
to
I
both
said,
of you.
we didn't even know where we were being taken.
Right.
Well, we were standing there. I thought maybe we could get you on the broadcast. So I apologize profusely for trying to, get.
They thought they were going to meet Paul McCartney.
Right.
Oh, did they? Oh,
We didn't know what we
yeah,
were
me
standing
too.
there
I thought I was
for.
going to do that too.
But then you left them there.
No, I got thrown out.
Oh. Talk about humiliation.
So I'm on the humiliation list.
Yeah, you don't work hard enough.
Yeah.
Nothing throws you, though, huh?
No, but I just thought, hey, you can't get on the air unless you're there. So I thought, get a little exposure.
Well, maybe you got to think that shit through before you start dragging
Well,
people
yeah,
out
I
of
know,
their
but
seat.
sometimes you jump out of the plane, you just got to go with
but
it.
listen to me.
But
Look at
it
me.
wasn't
We jumped
your
on the wrong plane.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Right. You need to think that stuff through a little bit.
Yeah,
It
I know.
wasn't
Yeah.
your broadcast.
It was in the
wasn't-
moment.
And you didn't have any contact with the producers or anything.
Well, I figured I'd work it out right there on the spot.
Good Lord,
threw
that
you
was
out?
bad.
One of
Scott?
the, no, the security.
Security.
Oh, security. Huh?
My pass
Robin
was
and
a-
Fred at least got thrown out by Scott. You got thrown out by security.
No, I think that actually got thrown to the security
Well,
guy as
I feel
well.
bad for Scott. Shouldn't have been put in that position. That was wrong for
None
that.
of us should have.
Yeah, why would...
Because he
Well, I
obviously
apologize to you,
thought
too, and to you. And by the
we
way,
were
your
trying to
daughter's
get to see Paul.
incredible.
Right.
Thanks.
You didn't even know what you were doing
No,
there.
he thought we were trying to get to see Paul because a lot of people who were walking past us were going to see Paul.
I thought maybe I could get you in on the broadcast.
Well, like
But
I
I
said,
thought wrong.
we were dragged off. We didn't know where we
Not
were
only
going.
were we not part of the broadcast, we were
And
barely
then-
part of the show.
we got treated like crap.
Barely part of the audience.
Well,
Hey, I had good
Another
intentions.
fine moment.
I want to apologize to everybody.
well, all
What
right.
a
Whatever.
douchebag I am. I got to go back to work.
Yeah, you got to just sit in your chair and not
Right.
direct
Stop-
around so much.
stop
See, I got to
trying
get
to run
involved. I just
everything.
can't sit there and just.
Well, don't get involved.
I know. It's hard for me not
No
to.
one's looking for you.
I'm a control freak.
Yeah, but nobody's looking for you.
know.
And the
I look at
broadcast,
myself
I
as
think
a
I
player's
might have been
coach.
on the broadcast. I walked in, I'm standing, it was freezing outside.
Oh,
Those guys, those reporters and stuff must have been freezing their balls
Yeah,
off.
they were. They were.
Beth was shaking, and I'm talking to, I don't know, some magazine or something, and then I saw Lisa G. Was she doing the broadcast?
Yeah.
She was doing interviews. But
I spoke to her, but...
Well, the entire Sirius staff, from the music department, everybody, just I thought did a great job here with the broadcast and with, it just sounded great on our channel.
And security was really good too, by the way.
Yeah, security was extra good.
Yeah, they kept you out.
They even threw out Tim.
For good reason.
That would have been great if security threw you out, Robin. That would have even been better, right?
That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
my
brutal.
God.
I didn't have the right pass. I'm like, pass?
Yeah, well.
Sorry.
Anyway,
I tried.
another great moment.
Don't try anymore.
Yeah, really.
Keep me out of your trying.
Brian, go ahead.
Hey, what was the ratio of listeners to celebrities?
I don't know. I saw about 10. I didn't actually see the celebrities. I saw Alec Baldwin, and I saw
Ben.
the back of Matt Damon's head.
Matt
and
Damon.
I saw Ben.
Who
and,
else? Did you have a list? Because
Gary made a list. He saw a lot of people. There was the commissioner of basketball, David Stern, was there.
Oh, yeah?
With that woman who just became the commissioner of the public schools.
What's her
Something
name?
Black.
Something.
Kathy Black.
Yeah,
she
something
was
like
there. Chris Rock was there. Jerry Seinfeld, who I didn't see, but they say was there.
I saw his head.
I saw John McEnroe and his wife Patty.
I saw John.
I didn't see Keith Richards and Ron Wood, although everyone told me they were standing there.
I saw Ron.
I saw Wood go by with this very tall, young, attractive black woman.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that. I didn't see Jimmy Fallon, but he was supposedly there. I didn't see Steve Buscemi, but he was there.
I saw Steve Buscemi because when I was talking to Ben Stiller, he walked by him.
And Little Steven was there, who
I
works
didn't
here.
see Little Steven.
He works here, so that I get.
Yeah.
He's, he...
Marky Ramone was there. I talked to him for a while.
Marky Ramone was there?
Yep.
He works here too, Howard.
He works
Marky
here.
works here?
I said, it's okay for him to be here. He's on the channel.
All right.
Did he get to see Paul?
Did they have the celebrities separate from the listeners?
No, it wasn't like that. But I mean, I was just making a point to Robin that I was just thinking of some of the guys that work here on the channel every day. I would rather, quite frankly, I understand they wanted a star-studded evening, which is fun for the people there to all look at the stars. But
Right.
I just sometimes feel bad that there's some unsung heroes around here who don't really get to be rewarded. And I felt so bad too, because like some people, I know Laura, who works indirectly for the channel, she who works with me, she wanted to be, but I couldn't get a ticket. I tried. I put everybody on a list, and it didn't get honored.
Martha Stewart was there, and her
Right.
daughter, and
I was pissed because Keith Richards' daughter was a couple of rows in front of me, and she wouldn't sit down. She was standing and dancing the entire time. Like when everyone, when everyone
whenever
sits down.
would sit down, yeah, when Paul would go to the piano or something like that. Yeah.
I think I started having all these feelings like, wow, she feels so entitled because she's a famous kid that she's not even aware that everyone is sitting down.
And she's in front of somebody. I did notice there were these. Was she with somebody else? Because there were a couple of people who were standing.
She was with a guy.
Yeah, and people behind them obviously couldn't see. They didn't care.
And she was dancing. Everyone was seated, and she was the only one standing.
Yeah.
And I said to Beth, I'm going to tell that kid to sit down. Like I wanted to throw something, like a piece of paper or something. Just sit down, Just stop shaking. Although she was shaking her ass and dancing. She's pretty hot, I guess.
Well, her mother's a model.
Yeah, well, but I tell you what, when she turns to the side, she looks like Keith Richards.
Uh-oh.
No, but I mean, like a good-looking Keith Richards.
Keith was good looking at one time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she's not a bad-looking girl. She's hot.
She was wearing a hat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
saw
noticed her
too.
from where I was. I was like, "There's the notice me chick."
Yeah.
The notice, look at me, watch me dance. I'm the only one standing. Watch me dance, completely uninhibited.
Yeah, and I was just saying to myself, like, what has she done for the channel? Not our channel, but the whole Sirius.
The whole of Sirius, yeah.
I mean, do we really need her here? But maybe in order to get Keith Richards, they had to give a ticket to his kid.
Right.
So, but anyway, but sit down. You got to be a little aware of what the audience is doing.
Not her.
No, you got to be a little bit aware and say, you know what? Maybe some people behind me are trying to see. Although
I'm 6'1", and I have a problem with sitting down in front of people. I think I'm in the way sitting down. I could imagine standing up.
that's how my wife is. That's why I married her. She's so considerate. Mel was behind us, and Mel's considerably shorter than me and his wife, Terry. And she said, I'm going to take my shoes off because we're so tall. I don't think they can see. So I said, you got to take your shoes off. This floor is filthy. This is what goes on the whole time. I can't enjoy concerts. So she took her shoes off, and I'm like, your feet are, God knows what's going on the floor here. I mean, who knows what's on the floor? But she did. She took her shoes off. I said, "You're very considerate."
I love that, Beth.
Yeah. Well, she's a good person.
Yep.
When she rolled her eyes after McCartney wouldn't sign the thing, I knew I was in trouble.
That means it was embarrassing.
Yeah, I've given up trying to look cool. It's not working out for me. You know, I can't. I just felt like such a shithead. Oh, my God, Robin.
Well, we both had shitty nights.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to go anywhere. I wanted to be adventurous. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to sit home. Why me? Why me? And there's so many more people who should have been there beside me. I don't need to be there. What do I do? Well, I don't deserve it. Okay, Brian, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, but there were a lot of, I'm assuming that most people in the audience were serious subscribers. I'm assuming.
Well, there was a whole balcony area.
Right.
And then, some more of the, I think I was in the audience with regular fans.
Yeah.
Because I rank so low on the totem pole. I get rejected from the backstage.
Wow.
And I sit with fans. Subscribers.
Yeah, well, that was a good move. All right, Brian, thanks.
Take care.
So anyway, I was telling Robin earlier about how I went backstage to meet with Paul McCartney with my daughter, and my daughter I knew wanted his autograph. And I was just so fucking embarrassed because I love Paul, I truly do. I love the Beatles, and I love John Lennon, and Ringo, and George, and the whole thing. To meet Paul is really quite a thrill. We've had him on the show, and we've interviewed him, and of course, was looking forward to interviewing him yesterday, but that never came about. And I don't know, I even somehow delusionally think I have something of a relationship with Paul.
I know, I'm delusional too. He likes us.
Yeah, I don't even think he didn't even have that glint of recognition when I saw him. I think he just saw me as some big jerk who was being a loudmouth. Because I was like, "Hey, Paul, how you doing, man?" I was trying to be
like, "Hey, we know each other. It's me.
Hey, I'm on the radio. I'm successful. You're the Beatles. You're successful. I've interviewed you. You gave me a guitar. I thought we had something. I don't know. I must be fucking high."
Well, you never know. I mean, he's so personable when he's in here.
Yeah, I got duped because I don't know if you were listening earlier, but I was allowed to go backstage with my daughter, and I quickly grabbed the ticket stub. I wanted to come through for the kid. That's all. I assure you I would never ask for an autograph from a celebrity. I never would. I think it's ridiculous. But my daughter, she never asked me for anything. I said, "Paul, would you sign the back of this ticket?" And I was so humiliated. And then I said to Robin, "It's not my imagination." He worked me. He went, "Yes, of course we're going to do that. But first, let me just take a picture with these people." In my mind, I thought, "Oh, he wants to circle back in order," but he never circled back.
Right. That's when you know you were worked, because he just didn't do it.
And worse was Chris Rock was in the room, and he started laughing at me, "You fucking jerk," kind of stuff, Like, you just asked for Paul's autograph, and he just totally blew you off. And Chris loves that shit.
He can't wait for it.
Oh, and I was so embarrassed. I was so fucking embarrassed. Not in front of my kid. I think it was good for my kid to see me get rejected in a way. Mm-hmm. Like, your father's not able to get everything he wants in life, but I wasn't even embarrassed in front of Beth. Maybe a little bit, but not a lot. But I was embarrassed in front of Paul because I had annoyed him. And I know he had to go do a show, and I just was like, "Oh, why did I do that? I knew I shouldn't have." And then we did get to take a picture with him, which is great, and I hope...
You get it.
Hope I get it. At
maybe
this point,
that's where the autograph will show up.
Maybe. Well, anyway, so the boys just went on the internet and looked this up. Here's McCartney on autographs. Listen to this. He says, "The weight of fame can get pretty annoying. But you know what I do now? I have rules. I've finally grown up, and I finally realize I have rights. So people will come up to me in a restaurant and say, 'Can I have your autograph?' And I say, 'I'm really sorry, but I don't do that when I'm eating. I hope you understand. I'll shake your hand and I'll talk to you.'" So like his big thing, I guess, like Ringo, peace and love, peace and love. He doesn't want to sign autographs.
Well, I don't think he's saying ever.
No, but this was a case. I was definitely
He wasn't
annoying
signing
him.
autographs then.
I was an annoying guy to this guy.
I know.
One of the Beatles.
The people you love.
Oh, I feel like a douche.
Thank God we never met John Lennon. We would just have annoyed him.
I tell you, I am very ashamed. I really was humiliated. Man. You don't know. I'm walking down the street yesterday with my friend Pat, who you guys met, on the air the other day.
Yeah.
And we're walking, and there's this guy behind us, way too close. And I know what's going on. He's looking. He walks ahead of us. He turns around and looks at me, and he goes
Trying
back.
to get your
and,
attention.
Yeah. And I'm getting like, what the fuck? I don't know what this guy's agenda is. So I stop. Pat and I stop. I stopped, and Pat stops, because I know how to handle these things. And I look at him, and he looks at me. And he looks at Pat, and he goes, he had some kind of foreign accent. He goes, are you famous? And I go, he goes, and he points to Pat, and he goes, I've seen you in the movies. You're a movie star, aren't you?
Are you
And
kidding?
Pat goes, no, I'm a trainer. I train people for a living. He goes, no, you're a movie star. I know it. And I said, look at that. I think people are looking at me. And nobody's fucking looking at me. Pat goes, I get that a lot. Told you, he looks like what's that guy's name? Asante?
Armando Sante?
I think so.
He does, you're right.
A little bit, right?
A little bit.
Younger version. Anyway, I feel really embarrassed by that because I don't want to be that guy who goes backstage and annoys somebody. You know what it was? It was just like the whole time my daughter said to me, Dad, do you think you can get me Paul McCartney's autograph? And I said, he's coming in to do the radio show. Then he didn't show up to do the radio show. So I was like, okay, maybe if we get to go backstage. And I got to go backstage, and then it was there, and there was Paul, and the guy from the Sirius board of directors had a pen. And I was like, perfect, and we didn't have a piece of paper. I had the back of the ticket, and she said, Dad, right here. And I was saying, gee, I don't know. And then when I did it, and I saw Chris Rock, it was like this Zapruder film. It was like Chris Rock was like, and he totally blew me off, and and I just, fuck. I blew it there. I just feel like an annoying asshole. Can I tell you?
Wow. I mean, it was just, it'll pass.
You think, look, we can commiserate. Let's get drunk. You can talk about Tim and what he did to you. And I can talk about what Paul did to me. I don't care. You know what? I had a great time last night, though. I did. I really, truly did.
I did. Once the music started, I got rid of all that who's sitting where, mother,
Right. And then you had a good time.
How dare you? And then I just rocked with Paul.
Yes, John.
Hey, Howard, don't they realize that they had royalty in their midst? They had the king of all media in there. Sir,
Oh, yes. They all, everyone
but Paul.
Sir Paul didn't know that. Something tells me a lot of other people didn't either.
They should have had him talking to you from the stage. You should have been front and center.
Oh, thank God I wasn't. Can you imagine?
Man. Hey, I just want to say thank you to all you guys, man. You made my Christmas for coming
I'll
back.
tell you how delusional I am. Thanks, John. I'll tell you how delusional I am. I actually had thoughts that they're probably going to tell me here that I should learn on the guitar like she's just 17 because Paul's probably going to want me to come up since, and maybe he was going to point, me, you, and Fred out or something. I really thought that.
Would you like to come up and do solo?
When I got there, I go, he doesn't even know me.
I was like, I am such a great audience member. I should be up front so Paul knows how much people are enjoying this.
Yeah.
It's like
was
he
weird,
can't
too.
hear me singing along.
Because I was at a party with Paul's girlfriend over the summer. There was a friend of ours had a dinner party, and she was there, not with Paul, but by herself. And I had a long conversation with her, I thought. And then when I was walking to that backstage area, I saw her, and I was like, hey, and she goes, hey, and walked right by me.
Oh, so she didn't remember you?
No, so...
Wow.
Hey, Wheels, I thought Paul would just go, sure, Howard, for you, I'll do you a favor for your, for your daughter.
Hey,
I must be out of my mind. Yeah, Wheels.
how's it feel to be a star fucker?
Yeah, huh? But I was a star. I was a star who got fucked.
Oh my God! I wish I was there with a camera.
Oh no! Thank God you weren't. I'm playing it over and over in my head.
After the concert last night, they played the Paul McCartney interview. What you guys had with him?
Yeah.
Now, Robin, what was more embarrassing, last night or when you threw yourself at Paul
Well, look,
and he left you out there to dry, flapping in the wind?
that can be explained. You got to
what was
take
that?
your shot.
Right.
What was the explanation for that? I mean, you was like,
Did you throw yourself at Paul?
Yeah, you don't remember that? We
No.
sort of set it up. You said, "All right, Robin, he's coming in. I'm gonna do you to Paul." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna." And I said I was a vegan.
You laid it all out there.
Really?
Oh, so you suffered that
Put it on.
humiliation.
Oh,
And
Howard,
he looked at me like, "Is she crazy?"
Now, Robin, do you want to say something to Paul about how you feel about him?
Well, I just
you
wanted
said
to
this morning
simply
you would
say,
Go ahead.
I'm throwing my hat into the ring. you need someone to be with, and I'm here for you. And I'm a vegan, so we don't have that issue.
Robin, what is going on?
I
mean, I'm thinking I'm just coming on a radio show, and this
we
is
could be very happy
it's the
together.
dating game.
I was
I
shocked.
think
She
we could
said
be
she
very
wants
happy
you.
together.
Well, I'm very
low
flattered.
maintenance.
Isn't she a
Low maintenance.
perfect date for the inauguration?
She's
Take me to the inauguration, Paul, please.
Do you realize you and me, we're Paul's biggest nightmare?
That's probably he's
right.
probably trying to keep people.
fuck me, he wants me autographed.
Yeah, I'm going to Sirius. Make sure that Howard Stern and Robin don't get near me.
Right.
hey, Howie, how come you can't hold your pee, or you don't even know when you have to pee?
I don't. I'm so nervous that I'm going to have to pee during the concert that I go and I look for bathrooms that are private, and then I get in them and I don't even have to pee. I don't know what's going on with me, man.
How big's that thing of yours? I'll send you a couple catheters.
Oh, wow. All right, Wheels, thank you.
Robin.
Yes.
So, needless to say, you weren't treated like a VIP last night at the Paul McCartney
I
show.
had to keep saying to myself, I guess just being here means you're a VIP.
But with all the hassles considered, what was it like to? Because you mentioned listening to the Beatles on a transistor radio, and to actually have like a smaller intimate gathering like that to see a legend like Paul McCartney. What was it like for you?
It was really special. It was really special. I mean, to see Paul in a room that small, it was, there are no bad seats in that place. The sound was incredible. And he sang some of my favorite songs. It was like he was performing for me.
And conjured up old memories. So.
Absolutely. You have to remember where you were when you first heard that song, what you were doing. It reminds you of your high school years. It's just amazing.
So all hassles can, even with all the hassles, it didn't overwhelm or dim the greatness of the.
Not once the music started. Before the music started, there was a lot of conversation going on in my head about my position.
Well, especially now, considering you're trying to re-sign.
Right. Oh, believe me, that was going through my head. It's like, well, I can see from this that obviously they don't think that much of me here.
I am so used to people, working with this show, certainly as a lightning rod, for criticism, for controversy, for bad manners. Because quite honestly, that's what it is. It's bad manners. It's, look, we do what we do for a living. But we're not killing anybody. We're not poisoning anybody. We're just exercising our free speech and having a lot of fun in the process. If you can't handle that, well then, damn, it's like, you don't deserve to live. Whatever happened last night in terms of going to see Paul McCartney and then getting to the gate and being turned away from seeing Paul McCartney, quite honestly, I'm not that much of a celebrity seeker anyhow. I mean, would it have been nice to meet Paul McCartney? Yes, absolutely. Was I thoroughly disappointed? Maybe a little, but I was there with my daughter last night, so you know what? She got to see the concert. I saw her get excited, so whatever happened previous to the concert was certainly washed away when I saw the joy in my kid's heart. So what are you going to do?
Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa G. from Howard 100 News here at the world-famous Apollo Theater in Harlem, NYC, on beautiful 125th Street. A big night tonight as we celebrate the exclusive Paul McCartney concert that's going to be broadcasting live on Sirius XM satellite radio, and also celebrating the 20 millionth subscriber. Woo! So it's going to be a great night, lots of stars. The crowd is starting to gather. Let's go check things out.
Everybody in the house.
Wow, it's a big night. Hi, everybody.
We are all excited. Sirius XM, 20 million subscribers. Who would have thought it? I believe it's because of Lisa G.
You are.
Lisa looks cute. The subscribers know it. They love it. And, it's not Oprah. It's Lisa G that's doing it.
Alec Baldwin's here. Mel Karmazin's here.
Oh, Mel Karmazin. Oh, my.
Martha Stewart.
I'm swooning. Mel Karmazin. I can't even hear the other names. I only want to hear.
Tony Bennett.
Who cares? Mel Karmazin. Oh, my God.
Now I'm officially on the red carpet to see Lisa G.
Now we can celebrate.
Now we can celebrate. 20 million subscribers.
Wow.
Who would have thunk it when you first started? Who would have thought you would have brought that many subscribers to the company?
Big night, right?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of cool that he's doing the Apollo. It's kind of great.
Right.
Yeah.
And Howard re-signed for 5 more years.
I know. What's that? What's going on with that?
Thank God.
Is it okay?
Oh, it's a done deal.
Oh, all right. Thank God. That's great.
Oh, I thought
Howard
you know.
re-signed for 55 years.
Yes.
Why not? Give my best to Howard. Yeah, give him my very best. Thank you.
Big night, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm
It's a bit, I don't know what's more exciting. I'm standing next to Alec Baldwin in front of Steve Buscemi, or on my way to see Paul McCartney.
Hey, Alex, say hello to Alec Baba Booey.
What's up, man? Hey, brother, that was awesome. I just watched Last Play at Shea, and I hadn't seen it. You sound great on it. That's
the
awesome.
narration with Billy.
That's great. And 30 Rock continues to kill.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Well, it's great. It's wonderful that Paul is playing at the Apollo up here in Harlem. It's a big step.
Right? A big step in what way?
Well, it's usually Beatles music's really white music, and this is a black house, and it's a great house, you know. So it's a great audience. So it's going to be curious to watch the show.
Say hello to Howard Stern. He has his own news channel.
Yeah, give him my love with you.
Right, he just walked in.
How is he? Well, I'll be out to punch him myself then.
How has Paul influenced your music?
How's everything, you know? They were the first, you know, the first time anyone had ever really seen a rock and roll band, you know?
Big night tonight, Paul McCartney.
Yeah, my hero, my influence when I was a child.
Really?
The Beatles, Ringo, Paul, John, George. Just the excitement, the look, the British invasion.
It's a big night tonight. What does Paul mean to you?
I mean, it's as a songwriter, I mean, this is the labyrinth.
And your man Howard re-signed for 5 years.
No, I can't tell you. I was there when I heard the announcement, and I got very, very excited. So now he can finally have me on the show.
You gotta come on.
Yeah, come on.
And so this is a big night. Have you guys ever seen Paul?
I've never. Oh, wait. Remember that very bad day at work and we walked out of the meeting?
We did.
I
We had
have
the worst day at work. And if you work at NBC,
That's bad.
like Howard knows,
That's the worst.
you have a lot of bad days. So one day, this was the worst day. We walk out, and I'm like, I want to go back to Florida. So we're walking down 57th, and we get over to 7th, and Paul McCartney is standing on top of the David Letterman sign going, you know what? This is pretty good shit. I think I'm staying in New York after all.
Hey.
No comment. Thank you.
John Hine, you made it. You're going.
Very happy to be here. Feel very fortunate to get the ticket. I can't wait. Very cool to be at the Apollo, though. I haven't been here in a long time.
Excited about seeing Paul McCartney?
Absolutely. He's the best. I mean, I saw him at Citi Field, but seeing him here at the Apollo is a whole different, it's a whole different experience.
So are you excited about seeing Paul?
Very much so. I'm looking forward to this concert.
I am. We just had some champagne in the
That's
car.
right. We were celebrating in the car.
Wow.
And little cheap plastic glasses.
Oh, we always go first class.